don't wake up because your body's rested. You wake up because your phone screamed at you at exactly 7 a.m. Congratulations, you're not a person. You're a calendar with anxiety. But here's the kicker. This entire system, waking up, rushing, measuring your worth in 15-minute blocks, was invented, and not even by you. Nope. Blame the ancestors. For most of human history, time wasn't something you tracked. It was just happening. You hunted when you were hungry. You slept when it got dark. And nobody needed to know the exact moment to attend a 9 a.m. Zoom call with your fellow cavemen.
So, should we circle back later?
They had no clocks, no minutes, no stress, just the sun, the stars, and vibes. Then, around 10,000 years ago, we discovered farming. And farming said, yo, you better plant these seeds on time, or starve later. This is when humans first started noticing time. The ancient Egyptians watched the shadows. The Babylonians tracked the stars. The Chinese invented water clocks, basically drippy hourglasses with PhD energy.
This tells time, and it's a vibe.
But still, nobody was timing meetings. Not yet. Let's fast forward to the 6th century. Christian monks in Europe were living by the bell, literally. They prayed 7 times a day and had no interest in missing a single divine recitation hour number 4. So they began using sundials, water clocks, burning candles, and, on really desperate mornings, some very disciplined roosters to keep track of the hours.
You'd better not oversleep again, Gregory.
By the late 13th century, someone finally said, hey, what if we built a machine that yells at us for free? And just like that, the first tower clocks were born. Giant mechanical beasts with gears, weights, and bells big enough to wake up an entire town, and probably God too.
Okay. I'm going to church.
And then, capitalism showed up. The Industrial Revolution kicked the concept of time in the teeth. Now time wasn't sacred. It was money. Factories needed workers to show up at exact hours. Bosses needed production down to the minute. And being 5 minutes late?
You're done.
That wasn't fashionably late. It was grounds for firing. We went from praying by the bell to being whipped by it. In the 19th century, pocket watches became a status symbol. By the 20th, wristwatches were everywhere. And today, we wear smartwatches that tell us when to breathe.
I'm in a coffin!
Meanwhile, trains, planes, schools, banks, the entire modern world became synchronized to clocks. We invented time zones, daylight savings, atomic clocks, and somehow, we still feel late. Today, we live in a state of time anxiety. We track our sleep, our steps, our screen time. We say things like, time is money, and I don't have time. But the truth is, time has us. The average American checks the time over 80 times a day, and that's without counting how many times they say, just 5 more minutes. We're not managing time. We're being managed by it. But what if we stopped letting clocks tell us how to live? What if we took time back? Spent hours in silence, let boredom exist, took walks without a destination, let meals last longer than 7.5 minutes. Because the irony, clocks were created to give us structure, but somewhere along the line, they started owning us. And the worst part, we now shame people who aren't productive every minute of the day.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just doing nothing.
You monster!
So the next time you feel guilty for not hustling, or stressed because it's already Monday again, remember, time isn't real. Clocks are inventions. And maybe, just maybe, you don't have to live every second like it's a deadline. Time is precious, but it's also yours.